children. In the previous class, we have already studied landforms of the earth. In landforms of the earth, we have learned mountains, which are the highest peaks of the world. Next one is plateaus, which is the highest and largest plateau in the world. Third one is plains. Next, today we will move about desert. Desert is a vast area that covered with the sand, or desert is a vast region that covers with the sand and that receive very little rainfall or scanty rainfall. And desert has an extreme hot climate. Desert experiences extreme hot climatical condition. It experiences extreme hot climatical condition and scanty rainfall or little rainfall. It has less vegetation. In desert region, wherever we see, everywhere sand. In Dharwad or in Hubli, in Bangalore, in Dharwad, in Hubli, in Bangalore, wherever we see, we can find soil, types of soil. But in desert area, in desert region, wherever we see, we can find only sand. And desert experiences extreme hot climatical condition, as well as it has scanty rainfall or less rainfall, little rainfall, and because of the extreme hot climatical condition or because of the extreme temperature and scanty rainfall, because of two reasons, desert has less vegetation. Okay, in desert, two types deserts are there. One is hot desert, another one is cold desert. Okay, one is hot desert, another one is cold desert. Then where we can find hot desert, where we can find cold desert. Thar desert is an example of hot desert. Thar desert. Thar desert is an important example of hot desert. Thar desert is in India. Next, for cold desert example, Ladakh desert in India. Ladakh desert in India. Okay, these are the two examples of hot desert as well as cold desert. And most of the deserts are located in the western part of the continents, on the leeward side of the mountains. And desert experiences or in desert region, in desert areas, during the daytime we experiences hot, during night time cold. Here days are hot, nights are cold, nights are cold. Next one is, here days are hot and nights are cold. It experiences strong winds and dust storms that form sand dunes or sand hills. Then what do you mean by sand What do you mean by sand dunes? Let's discuss about sand dunes. I will show an example of sand dunes. See here, I will show an important example of sand dunes. Have you observed the picture? In this desert area or in desert region, so many small sand hills are there. Is it not? Then how they formed? For example, I will tell you one thing. See here, sand dunes, the strong winds, the strong winds from one direction to another direction while flowing the sand from one direction to another direction. It formed sand dunes or small sand hills. That is called sand dunes. Okay? There are mainly sand dunes and sandstorms or sand hills, whatever you can say. Sand dunes, sandstorms or sand hills while flowing the sand or while flowing the sand from one direction to another direction, it will form like sand form like small hills. Okay? I will show one more picture. See here. Are you observed? Yes. In desert area, I told already, in desert area, less vegetation. Then less vegetation in the sense, what type of crops or what type of plants or which type of plants and trees we can found. I will give an example. Vegetation like cactus. Next one is date palms. These are the examples of vegetation. Next, wildlife or animals. Animals, camel, snakes. In desert region, camel is called as ship of the desert. Ship of the desert. Why it is called as ship of the desert, children? Why? Because in desert area, people used to camel for carrying heavy loads. Because of this region, camel is called as ship of the desert. Camel is without water. Camel can survive months together. That's what camel is. Camel is called as, or camel is known as ship of the desert. Okay, next one is, and what are the important deserts? Let's discuss. Great Sandy Desert, Great Sandy Desert in Australia. Next, Thar Desert in India. We have already discussed. For example, a hot desert example America. Sahara Desert in Africa. Next one is Ladakh Desert in India. Are you remember? Ladakh Desert is an example of cold desert. Ladakh Desert in India. These are the important deserts. These are the important deserts because of the scanty rainfall, and it has few plants or less vegetation. Okay, children. Next, is there any questions about desert? I repeat it once about sand dunes or sand hills. Okay. Exactly what do you mean by sand dunes or what do you mean by sand hills? See here. Sand dunes are mounds. Sand dunes are mounds or small hills. Small sand hills. Okay. Sand dunes are mounds or hills of sand built by strong winds. Built by strong winds. Built by strong winds. Okay. Sand dunes means sand dunes are mounds or small sand hills. These sand dunes or sand hills are built by strong winds. Winds are flowing from one direction to another direction. While flowing the sand from one direction to another direction, strong winds while flowing the strong winds from one direction to another direction, from here to here or here to here. The strong winds, these strong winds built by sand dunes or small sand hills or small sand mounds also. Okay, next see here. Camel is known as the ship of the desert. Okay. Next we will move on peninsula. Okay.